player. I'm very excited about his stuff.
Seems like a standard progression. Garyon went through Marshawn. That redshirt sophomore year is when they just take off. Is that
right? Well, I think Damon played a lot of snaps at the nickel and had 2 tough games. He gave up 2 catches in 2 weeks in a row, and that's below the standard here. And so we had to make a change, and he understood that. He didn't like it. He shouldn't have liked it, but he handled it. He came back swinging, and he never complained, never put his head down, and he's had a great offseason, great spring.
So DBU just reloads every year, right?
Well,
Kerry?
I don't know about that, but thank you. I will tell you this: we're not giving ourselves any names. We just have a lot of really good players that come here to play football, and they work really, really hard. I am blessed. I have an unbelievable room right now. I love these kids from young to old, although mostly they're young, but they are playing really hard. We're scuffing them up. We got to do that a little bit, but I'm very excited about it.
Can you talk about the pecking order at corner right now? I know you're mixing some guys in there, but can you, just talk, go down the list, who's running with the 1s and the 2s and the 3s?
We're running 3 plays at a time, and they're all going. So they all play with the 1s, they all play with the 2s, and they all play with the 3s, and that's real. So right now, Denzel Ward is an incredibly. You guys keep saying he wasn't a starter last year, and I know he didn't walk out on the field for the first snap of the game, but he played the same number of snaps as Marshawn and Gary. And so I would prefer it if you guys refer to him as the 3rd starter at corner, because that's what he was. We had a true 3-man rotation. There was never a series where he didn't go, and then somebody came out. So he's a very gifted player. He's had a great offseason. He demonstrated some terrific leadership, and I'm very excited about him. Damon Arnett, as we already talked about, has had a really good spring and a good offseason. And then the new guys are really, really playing well, as is Rajay Burns. And so this group of kids, from a pecking order standpoint, if we lined up today, I would expect that 6 of them would play, or maybe 7 during the course of the game. They're that talented, and we're going to keep fresh guys out there. We're going to play.
Hey, Kerry, we challenged you a lot last year with this
rotation.
Kidding. And you guys did rotate. I'm wondering, with all the talent that you guys have now, and Denzel.
It is the methodology that we will use.
Can it go further than 3?
It can. It could go to 4. It's a great question. I tell them in the room all the time. If we have 4 guys that can go out there and cover their man so that he doesn't catch the ball, we'll play 4 in addition to the nickel. And everybody kind of discounts that Falcon position that Damon Webb plays. That's a corner skill type position. So a lot of those kids, that crossover between the corner room and what we call the safety room, there's a lot of transition there. There's a lot of man cover skill guys in the secondary right now, and a lot of them are going to play. Great question.
Last year you mentioned, and we've written extensively about how much Denzel played. And I think we've asked you about just how hard it is to play man and press the entire game.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, including myself, can wonder how could Marshawn and Garyon be top 15 picks and lose out on reps to other guys. And that's not a slight on Denzel at any point. But I'm wondering
hopefully it's not a slight on Garyon or Marshawn. And what I would tell you is, from a production standpoint, and you guys watched the games, the production was identical for those 3 kids. And so to somehow say we were less when one went on the field would be an incredible injustice. And go back and check the numbers. What we did was we kept guys fresh. The year before, Garyon had played 1,007 snaps, and Eli had played 1,003. And they can't do that and be good at the end of the year. Garyon was not as good at the end of that year as he was at the beginning. They wear out. And we played strong and fast. The true story, you want a real story?
I do.
Is that a returning starter, a kid like Garyon Conley, would voluntarily give up reps for the rotation. Think about that. This kid played 1,000. Corners are greedy people by nature, right? They want to play all the time. They want every interception. They want to play all the time. That kid said, "Coach, I get it. For the good of the team and for himself, I'm willing to do that." Never batted an eye. I think it was a remarkable story that nobody ever talked about. And so we're going to continue to do that. And the kids in the room are committed to that.